This baby has had many fathers and a couple of mothers, so I wouldn't take all the credit for its what's the word I'm trying to find? Birthing, inception. Yeah. It's pregnancy, but nevertheless, yeah, I'll be definitely one of the people that was on board the ship that night. This is our 5th year, yeah. This is our 5th year, our second year in Meyerhofen, our first full year here, because we Snowbombing were generous enough to let us piggyback off the back of their festival last year and just give it a go in that Euro house where we did the gig last night, in the gala. Well, it's sort of, you know what, it was particularly this year, mate, it was where people were bringing it up in conversation with me, going, God, when's Altitude on? I noticed that appreciable sort of step up in people knowing about it, you know. But it's still, what's exciting about it, mate, is there's still so much room for it to grow, you know, and that's just in the English language, you know. My vision for the festival long term is we're in the middle of Europe. My aim is to roll it out in German and, you know, and in Italian. I'm a huge fan of, he doesn't speak any English, but he's an incredible political comedian in Italy called Beppe Grillo. He puts this thing called VV Day, it's fuck off day in Italian, where he gets as many as 2.5 million people all over Italy to come out and demonstrate for fuck off day. It's incredible. You got to see this footage on YouTube. It's amazing. It's people get really angry with them. Go, what the fuck are you, fascists? Fuck off. Oh, you're communists. Fuck off. Right? That's it. There's nothing else to it. It's 2 million people telling the rest of the country to fuck off. You know. So it's stand up is just kind of exploding as an art form all across the continent. You know. There's guys, you know, it's got to that stadium level in France. There's a guy called Jamal Labouze who's doing stadiums in France, and you know that's where we want it to be. You know, we want to spread it out all over Europe. Yeah. You know, we want to bring the other languages in. You know. Well, I used to be fluent in German, but I used to live in Bavaria. But it comes back with a couple of these, liquid memory aids. All of a sudden, everything is einfach klasse. That's the aim, man. You know, I'd still need to do a little bit more catch up, but yeah, absolutely, I'd love to. I mean, we in the English-speaking world just completely forget about Germany or Austrians or anything. There's like 95 million German speakers in the middle of Europe. You can't do it because the verb has to come at the end of the sentence. So you set up. What the hell is this all about? Oh, and it's too late. Yeah, because weirdly, you're right. It's like a punchline in English tends to be a noun. Weird, isn't it? It's something you totally wouldn't think of. You know, they're just out there, and they you know, I was watching the last 2 nights. I've been watching a German animated comedy show, and even with my school German and being a comedian, 2 nights in a row, I haven't managed to understand anything of what it, I don't even know what it is, what's happening. I haven't got a clue. But you know, they're into it, they're doing it. That is the aim, man. So, you know, there's still so much more legs to go, you know. We also want to bring out people who, you know, I've been doing stand-up 20 years. When I started, it was a very alternative thing. It was usually in bars near universities, you know, and then it grew and grew and grew, and now, you know, there's guys like a Jimmy Carr, like a Frankie Boyle, like that incredibly challenging stuff. He's going out to whole arenas in the UK, yeah, you know, and that's what I still feel like with winter sport and skiing is very intimidating for a lot of British and Irish people. Oh, I'm not the right class. They'll be betters than me. They'll be laughing. What are you doing here, oik? You know, everybody has these things in their heads, and I want to show people that that's not the case. These mountains are for all of us. Do you know what? It is that sort of thing of like riding a bike. You know, yeah. If you ride for 2 or 3 days in a row, you exponentially get better. I used to, when I was a young man, I was a lot more daring with a whole lot less responsibilities. I used to do big air jumps and all the rest of it, but I don't do that anymore. I've smashed my rib cage on both sides and my left ankle. I remember coming head first, completely missing this massive big air jump in Finland, and I was spiking head first, like neckward towards mountain. You know, they say your life flashes before your eyes. It did. My son's life flash before my eyes, and I thought, right, I'm not. If I fucking live through this, I'm not doing big air jumps anymore. Nowadays, like what gives me the greatest pleasure is wearing leather on my testicles and penis, and just carving down that mountain. I potter. I like to just skip and frolic and potter down a mountain. Well, I mean, there's always a possible malignant arsehole in an audience, but I've always found ice far more scary. If somebody doesn't like you, they'll boo at you, but ice will scream at you. As the sun goes down behind that mountain, next thing you're shivering, everybody's pissed off, and the mountain's literally going far scarier. Meine Liebchens, Austria is a beautiful country and we would like to share it with you. Here in Austria we have food, drink, laughter, snow, and as you can see through the squinting of my eyes, the sun. Please, leave your dank houses. Please, stop watching your celebrities on ice programs. Come to us, enjoy us, and we will enjoy you too. Come to Altitude next year, 2013, which conveniently, in my native German, is a lucky number. Yeah, good fortune for all of us. Come, bring your friends, bring your lovers, bring your children, but most importantly, bring you. Bis später, meine Liebchen, bis später.